Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Always Be Brewing. As always, I am your host, Chase, and today I'm joined with Meghan, aka SheepWave, aka Sheepy Cutie. There's some collision over there with the usernames, but because someone stole her username, so it's not because of like branding things. It's just the username theft.
Yup, that's how it be. Speaking of theft. And taking and having things that aren't yours.
That's a good segue, actually. I didn't plan it that way either, to be honest. But we're building Blim Comedic Genius today, which is scary because it's Rakdos, and Rakdos is scary to me mostly because it's not in my comfort colors, which half the stuff we build on here is never in my comfort colors, but I still like to say it anyway. So yeah, today we're gonna be doing weird Rakdos give stuff away, which of course is the perfect thing to build in the middle of a pandemic when you can't play with people in person, but I still thought it was kind of cool and fun to do. He just seems like a really neat creature. I like the comedic genius like naming of it all. I just think he's a sick dude. We're also later in the stream going to be giving away some Ultra Pro items. I am just lazy and don't have them next to me, so I'll do a be right back later and grab them. I just didn't really feel like doing it right now. But yeah, we have a lovely handful of people in chat, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. So we already have the commander pumped in, and I like to go ahead and get one mountain and one swamp in just for the good feels. So we'll be taking things from chat and also from Meghan as well.
So I want you to look up Contested War Zone.
Okay. So this land, whenever a creature deals combat damage to you, that creature's controller gains control of Contested War Zone. Tap it and add colorless. Tap 1 and tap it. Attacking creatures get 1/0 until end of turn.
I think this is the locus point around which the entire philosophy of this deck can be constructed.
Okay.
Get everybody hitting each other over like nothing. And this is funny because like it'll change controllers no matter like you don't even have to do anything. So even if Blim's off the field,
yeah,
this thing will be moving around, getting everyone to hit everyone else but you. Okay. So I like this as a starting point.
Okay, we'll go ahead and plop that in here. I actually had an idea, my as well, and it actually I think could be a cool name for the deck. Which is Captivated Audience.
Ooh.
Captivating Audience. Something audience.
Captive audience, I think
whatever, it's an audience. I like this because we can already give it to an opponent. And the really cool thing about this enchantment is that it doesn't sacrifice like you think it would. So that means we can literally just kind of swap it however we want if we get like the right cards in play. Because there are some cantrips that can make us swap stuff. So I think it's kind of funny to do this. At the beginning of your upkeep, choose one that hasn't been chosen. So everybody except the person who has it gets zombie tokens. They discard their hand or their life total becomes 4. I think this is kind of a dick move, and I like it. I like this a lot.
See, right now, I am currently looking through Scryfall in Rakdos card identity, sorting by least played on EDH Rec. So that's the angle I'm coming at right now.
So someone in chat recommended Gold Knight Castigator, which is a mythic from Shadows over Innistrad. Flying in haste, it is a 4/9 that says if a source would deal damage to you, it deals double that damage to you instead.
Oh my god, this thing.
If a source would deal damage to Gold Knight Castigator, it deals double that damage instead. So while this looks initially very scary for us, we have to remember that we are going to be giving it away, so I think that's pretty neat, and we will add it to the deck. Also, in chat, I see some lovely people. First of all, Moxie Diamonds, thank you for the follow. Second of all, DM Goodest Boy. Do Skeeta, I hope I said that right.
Urborg is what he's recommending.
Eye of Urborg, there we go.
It's a good pick, actually. I looked it up, it's really good.
Is that the art I'm thinking of? It is the art I'm thinking of! Non-eye creatures you control can't attack. That is 100% going in here. I love it because it's creature type eye. And I like it a lot.
I think my favorite thing about this card is that because it exists, changelings are eye. Creature
true.
type I is a thing that all changelings are.
So, also to the folks in chat, let me know if my audio is too high for you.
Wait a second. No, you can't. This is a Nambo.
How's it a Nambo?
Okay, so Blim is a combat damage trigger. If you play this, you can't attack with him.
Oh, well. We'll just get rid of it. I'm sad about that because I like that card.
Yeah, me too. But I just realized, like, oh, that doesn't work at all.
Bye, Herbor guy. Hey, Dartpool. Also, thanks, DM Goodest, because DM Goodest Boy also found it as well. Conspiracy is not... Is that a card that we can play? Yeah, that's a card we can play, right? Yes. Just to make the eye work.
You know... Wait a second, but you could also give this to a tribal deck.
We could, but... One thing I've noticed is building around metas on stream is really hard because there really aren't any.
Well, okay, so this is so conspiracy as an enchantment. Its worst case is it does nothing because you name like I or something. The best case is then you give it to somebody for who it does nothing, but then there will be some tables where you can give it to somebody. It's like all your elves get +1/+1. Well, nope, you have. Or wait, does it add it or does it replace it? Let me see.
They are the chosen type. They're the chosen type. Also to Darpool in chat, our theme is just Blim. So just giving them paint, things that hurt them. So, for instance, I was thinking some things that prevent them from attacking and so on and so forth. So, like, if we go here. And let's see...
Okay, yeah, conspiracy does seem to remove the creature type, so I think it's a good include.
I was thinking Steel Golem. I was thinking Steel Golem. So they just can't cast creatures anymore.
That's nasty.
I want to do stuff like this, so I really want us to stall our opponents. And prevent them from playing or hurting us, but still taking lots of damage. Someone in chat said aggressive... Sarah Sorelli in chat said aggressive mining. You can't play lands. Sacrifice a land, draw 2 cards, and activate this ability only once each turn. I like this. You can't play lands.
It is a shame who designed the card, but oh well.
I like this a lot.
Yeah, it's a really cool card.
Okay.
I love the art.
We need to give Blim double strike, somebody says. So
oh, that's a good point. Fire Shrieker.
There we go. Okay. I do like Fire Shrieker a lot as a card. Boop, added it in. Oh, idea. I play it in Intimidation. Creatures we control can't be blocked except by artifact or black creatures, which will make essentially he has fear. Blim has fear. Or wait, hold on. What about Shadow? No, let's go Shadow. There's a card I run in Phage. Here it is, Dothy Embrace. It's an enchantment. Target creature gains Shadow until end of turn, which makes him essentially unblockable in Commander.
So one of the funny things is that there's a whole bunch of my cards that I pulled up that actually care about Shadow because Shadow is awful.
I love Shadow.
Like, I love it, but it's like, if you're looking for bad cards, it does come up.
Let's see, Custody? Someone said Custody Battle? I hope that's a real card and I'm not just... Oh, it is! Oh god, I was being stupid. Enchant creature.
Fractured Loyalty as well.
At the beginning of your upkeep, target opponent gains control of this creature unless you sacrifice a land. Okay, so we could literally give them this aura, and they have to give up the control of their creature unless they sack a land. So that's kind of hateful, and I like it.
We should also focus on what the payoff for giving people stuff is, of making them discard. So we might want like Waste Not, Megrim.
Yeah. Thank you for saying that because I kind of forget about the other half of the
just
card.
Remembered.
Yeah, a little known fact, reading all of the card does help you. And if you are interested, you can check out Chase's Channel Fireball Pro Tip of the Week when I played in Command Fest during my feature match where I said, read your cards, because I didn't the entire time. Okay, someone said Ruined Stalactite, which I think is an artifact. It is! A quick creature gets 1/1 and is every creature type. I don't know why we would need that. I just like the card, but I don't know why we would need it.
Oh, Tiny Bones as well.
Tiny Bones. I forgot Tiny Bones existed, I'm not gonna lie. At $35, that card is sitting.
I mean, like, it's gonna get reprinted, so.
McGrim. What's another one? There's like, it's like Bottomless Pit.
Hold on. I have them for my old discard deck around here.
Bottomless Pit.
But you know what else is good? Echo. That's like, oh, never mind. They can just choose to not pay it. Never mind. That's bad.
Alpine Guide. When he ETBs, search up for a mountain card and put that card on the battlefield tapped. He attacks each combat available. If he leaves the battlefield, I don't know if that would be the best thing to give to somebody. It doesn't really hurt them. He's cool, but it doesn't really hurt them.
Liliana's Caress.
That's another one. There's one where the art is like a guy, like green monsters in green mists or something. I really know that's not that much help.
It's like Megrim.
Oh, it's not that one. It's something else. It's like mists, something mist. Someone said Kukus. Beginning of your upkeep, if you don't control a creature named Keeper of Kukus, Kukus deals 3 damage to you and attacks this turn if able. Yes, please.
I also think stuff that, like, enchantments that we want that are completely symmetrical will be good because it won't matter who has them.
Yeah.
Like, for example, Furnace of Wrath. It doesn't matter who controls it.
Yeah, Furnace of Wrath, we could do Dictate of the Twin Gods, too, because that doesn't matter either. I'm getting a lot in chat, but I need to, oh gosh, we have a lot. Necrogen Mists, thank you. I knew it was something mists. There it is. It's like green mist something. We do have aggressive mining. Someone said Forbidden Crypt. If you would draw a card, return a card from your graveyard to your hand instead. If you can't, lose the game. If a card would be put into your graveyard from anywhere, exile that card instead. I like this so much. Let's see. Someone said Abyssal Prosecutor. Is Abyssal Spectre? That's more of the discard stuff. Immortal Coil.
Oh, Mishra's War Machine is hilarious.
If a damage would be dealt to you, prevent damage. Exile a card from your graveyard for each. Okay, well, let's pop in Immortal Coil. Are you seeing this?
Oh my god.
When there are no cards in your graveyard, you lose the game. Okay, you said Urza's what?
No, Mishra's War Machine.
They both do artifact stuff. I get them confused sometimes.
Yeah.
Banding. Beginning of your upkeep, it deals 3 damage to you unless you discard a card. If Mishra's War Machine deals damage to you this way, untap it. It's so weird. I'll pop it in.
Yeah, no, this is like it actually sort of does everything this deck wants. It forces discard. It's awful.
Someone said Abyssal Persecutor. You can't win the game and your opponents can't lose the game. Which is a good way to stall, I think. And you can just slide it out. I'll go ahead and get rid of the Spectre. Someone said Ukora the Prisoner. When he leaves the battlefield, sacrifice all non-ogre creatures you control. I have always thought this dude was the weirdest guy ever. And I like it a lot. So,
wait.
What are some other really good... Because we want to have some other red cards in here, too. Because right now we're feeling a little bit heavy in black.
Did someone say Oath of Limb Dull already?
They did not.
It's one of those... It's an Ice Age card. We're off to a good start.
Whenever you lose life, for each 1 life you lost, sacrifice a permanent... Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, there we go! He goes well with Blim.
Yeah. This is amazing.
Okay, we're gonna add that in, because I actually think that's not bad in here. Someone said Harmless Offering. which I like because it's another one of those like simple spells. Target opponent gains control of target permanent you control. I think there's other spells like that too that I think we should kind of find for here too. So I'm just going to very quickly paste that into our search engine. Wow, okay. Probably a bad idea that I did that. Let's just type in it donates eyes. I love the eye thing, but I don't want to run conspiracy just because of the eye. I'm sorry. Bizarre Trader. Target player gains control of target artifact, creature, or land you control, and it's a tap ability.
Oh my god. Bereavement is so nasty.
Bereavement. I'm gonna try. I did not spell it correctly.
Yeah, there you go.
When a green creature dies, its controller discards a card.
At worst, this does nothing, and you can just give it away. At best, this is nasty.
Honest to God, like, normally I'd be like, it's too specific, but I really like things that really mess with green decks because they're so abundant right now.
And any bad permanent in this deck has the worst case scenario of you can give it away.
Yeah.
Like,
all right. So, hi, Amanda. Thank you. Happy Tuesday. I forgot it was Tuesday. Okay, so I have an idea. Rune Stalactite. I'm sorry, DM Goodness Boy. I don't think the eye thing is worth all of those cards. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I like the eye. I love it, but if you have to make like add more than like 2 cards to make it work, I get a little bit nervous. I really like it. I just don't think it's like too too functional. So it's a Xancha, which is already good in general. I think she's just a badass. Let's see. Let's go ahead and add like Trailblazer's boots. Non-basic land walk. So even though Blim has flying, I still think it's good to have that for flying blockers. And Randall Thor, we did get Tiny Bones in there. Someone also said Liege of the Pit.
Oh, there's a way to just make him straight up unblockable, which is Dust Corona.
At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature other than him. If you cannot, he deals 7 damage to you. I like that. Then you said what else?
Dust Corona. It'll make him unblockable, and you can actually gift the aura to someone else, and they can't do anything with it. It's still attached right there. Yeah.
A creature can't be blocked by creatures with flying.
So yeah, he'd just be unblockable.
Huh?
Because he has flying.
Oh, Blim?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought you meant the Liege, and I'm like, what are you talking about?
No. I mean, the Blim would be unblockable.
Okay, I was like, what? Someone said Pendant of Prosperity. And it's battlefield under your control of an opponent, your choice. Tap 2 and tap it, draw a card, and then you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. The owner of it draws a card, and then that player may put a land. That's not bad, actually. Someone said Goblin Festival? Tap 2, Goblin Festival deals 1 damage to any target. Flip a coin. If you lose the flip, choose one of your opponents. That player gains control of Goblin Festival. It literally just pings, doesn't it?
It's like...
Hey, Crab.
Okay, so here's a question.
Yeah.
Does the idea of going deep on like symmetrical draw sound interesting?
We need draw in general.
sorry, not symmetrical draw, symmetrical discard, because there's some interesting stuff you can do with like madness if everyone is discarding.
Possibly.
There in particular, there's a sort of broken combo you can pull off if you have the ability to discard for free. Dude. And Bone Miser.
What about Demonic Pact?
Anything that says Pact is nasty.
At the beginning of your upkeep, choose one that hasn't been chosen. It deals 4 damage to any target and you gain 4 life. Target opponent discards 2 cards, draw 2 cards, you lose the game.
That's gross.
Let's just put that in our list. Let's see. Immortal Coil, Glorious Sun, those are all spells, so I don't feel comfortable with that. So I have a question. So somebody said Lich's Mastery, and I'm just concerned because
oh yeah, that one ends games in draws, and it's not. Like,
the
I've
thing
done
is,
it.
I run it in Phage, but if I give it to somebody else, it doesn't leave the battlefield, you know?
Yeah, if you give it to someone else, they die forever, I believe.
How?
Okay, so Lich's Mastery, or no, I'm thinking of Lich's Mirror, actually.
Actually, I can't even give it to somebody because it has hexproof, so I can't. No, I can target it with my own stuff. I don't know why I got that confused for a second.
Oh, hexproof stuff is good in general because people can't cast removal on it.
Yeah. Let's see. Could I give? Could that work with Phage? No. No. Yes. Does that work with Phage?
Good question.
Would she ETBs? Would she eat? Well, no. Yes. Would she re-enter the battlefield under their control? Judge in chat. Also, 26 friends. Hi. I have a conundrum. Does Phage work?
There's a good suggestion in chat. Wishclaw Talisman.
I will go ahead.
I just
and
love
pop
that card in general, but
I do like it too, actually. It's not a re-enter, so Phage would not work. That would be like giving them a really, really good sword, so we're not going to do that.
So I just thought of something, which is like the downside of discard decks is that people don't get to play the game. So like maybe running a whole bunch of symmetrical draw is a good way to like offset that. Like, because you get to draw all the cards and everybody else is basically more looting, so it's not hitting them as hard, like Howling Mine, other similar effects. Because that way also people will be less likely to kill you.
Yeah. Concerned about giving them things in general. Maybe to prevent us from dying, we should run one of my new favorite cards, which is, if I could type it right. I can't type it right. It is pronounced Cuscan Falls. During the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice it unless you tap an untapped creature you control. Creatures can't attack you unless their controller pays 2 for each creature that's attacking you.
Ooh, that's spicy.
I like this card a lot. I actually picked one up recently. I think it's one of the lesser known propaganda effects, and I think it's a good way to protect us. Also, hi friends, hello.
Also, it might be a good idea to run creatures that, like, on ETB make a bunch of other creatures, like a Siege Gang commander and stuff, and then you just give the original one away.
What about
it's like
Abhorrent Overlord? If I'm thinking it right, yeah, he makes Harpy creature tokens equal to our devotion to black.
And then yeah, it has a downside.
Does it? Oh, well. Aren't I the person who pays attention? But I can have him ETB, and then I can just give him give them the Overlord, and they just sack their own stuff, right?
Yep.
Okay, let's do that. That's smart. Chase is smart and remembers the downsides to cards. Someone said Infernal Denizen. That's a steep CMC. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice 2 swamps. If you can't tap him, and an opponent may gain control of a creature you control of their choice as long as Infernal Denizen remains on the battlefield. Tap him, gain control of target creature for as long as Infernal Denizen remains on the battlefield. What do you think of, first of all, have you seen this art?
Hold on, I was looking at Scryfall. Oh my god.
Yeah, right?
Wow.
First of all, holy shit. Do you think we should run this? I've never seen this in my entire life.
You control... Yeah, this does exactly what you want. It mixes everyone's permanents up. And, like, you just give it away once, and then you never have to deal with it again.
What's the... Okay, this shows you the kind of person I am. Oh, wait, no, I think I remember it. Hold on. Did I remember it? Yes, I remember. No, here's what I was thinking. Heartless Summoning. That's what I was thinking. Heartless Summoning. Creature spells you cast cost 2 less, and creatures you control get -1/-1. Because our curve is going to be pretty hefty, I'm not going to lie. Because we have a lot of hefty creatures. If our curve right now is at 10 cards with 4, 4 cards with 5, and 4 cards with 7 and up, and we're still building. Maybe Heartless Summoning would be really good to help us reduce the cost of some of these creatures.
Ooh,
It won't affect us too much, and Blim's a 4/3, so...
Yeah. Maybe also, like... I'm just thinking like the worst nightmare for this deck is gonna be like Ashnod's alt. Oh wait a second, I just remembered one of my secret tech cards.
I'm gonna pop in a crawl space really quickly for safety purposes. Continue.
So Golgothian Silex, canonically the most powerful artifact in Magic the Gathering.
What did you? How do I spell it again?
Golgothian. I'm gonna have to put it in chat. Golgothian.
Oh, I got it. Silex. Tap. What the fuck? Tap one and tap it. Each non-token permanent with a name originally. Hold on. All cards must be discarded from play. That's not gonna work.
It gets rid of Ashnod's altar.
Dude, I love this card. This is the funniest shit I've ever seen. I don't think it has a place
this deck.
I don't think it has a place here.
Oh,
I love it. I love it if there was a format that only mattered about antiquity.
I'm sure it's good in Antiquities block constructed.
But not here. Oh my god.
Oh, it's on the reserve list. I guess that makes sense.
Someone said Phyrexian Etchings. Cumulative upkeep of 1 black. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card for each age counter on Phyrexian Etchings. When it is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, you lose 2 life for each age counter on it.
Oh yeah, that's nasty. You just use it until you don't want it anymore, and someone else gets it.
So we just put counters on it, right? And then the counters transfer over when we change it, right?
Yup.
Okay, let's pop that in. Somebody said Apocalypse Chimes. What is that? I cannot type things right, so I'm just gonna type in chimes. That's not a card. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, Apocalypse Chime is just Golgothian Silex for a different expansion.
Oh, wait, hold on. Chimes. Apocalypse. Chime. Singular. There we go. Don't know why it's didn't correct that. Destroy all non-token permanents with the name originally printed in homelands. What the hell are these called? Hold on. I am actually gonna I'm gonna save I gotta remember this for later. I want to talk about this. Okay, someone said Master of the Master of, I think, the Feast or Feast. I don't remember that.
Master of the Feast.
Master of the Feast. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent draws a card.
Yeah, that's good.
That's not bad, actually. Master of the Feast. I don't know.
So hold on. What's this curve look like right now?
So when I refresh our page, our curve is not as bad as I expected, to be honest. It's a bit beefier in the middle, around 2 to 3. There's 11 cards with 2, 12 cards with 3. Then we're looking at a good 10 cards with 4. Then we have 4 cards with 5, and 7 and up we have 5 cards. So this is actually not horrible.
Yeah.
Someone said Blood Funnel. Do I already have that? I thought I do. Blood Funnel. Non-creature spells you cast cost 2 less to cast. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, counter that spell unless you sack a creature.
Oh my god.
I like this card, but at the same time, it makes me nervous.
Yeah, this is what, that kind of card makes me ask the question, who am I as a Magic player? And I don't think this is it.
Well, the thing is, I look at this, and, if I was doing an Aristocrat deck, this would be high on my list. But, if I give this to an opponent, they're probably going to be more creature heavy than I am. You know? So this makes me nervous to give them that, because they're going to be like, oh, whatever, it's a creature. So I'm a little nervous about it.
This is upside and downside, and there won't always, it's not like an enchantment that just does straight nothing. If the downside is you're against 3 decks that can actually oh, that's all upside. I've got aristocrats, who cares?
If we do loss of life, would it be just really good to do the is this whenever opponent loses life, you gain that much? Wouldn't it just be at that point not horrible to run Exquisite Blood?
Yeah, it's probably good.
Because it's a loss of life, and we're probably going to be hit a lot.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Tibble the Fiend Blooded.
Draw a card, then discard a card at random. He deals damage equal to the number of cards the target player's hand. Gain control of all creatures until end of turn. You know what? This is one that we would keep. I don't want to give him away.
Yeah, I mean, like, you just gotta run Tibble. Like, this is the comedic genius deck.
Oh my god, his secret lair drop is $55.
I'd be lying if I said I would buy it, but I do want it. It is white border.
And if you wanted to, you know, support good old Chase over here, and you're like, wow, I really want to buy that, use my TCG player link to buy that card, and it supports me too, while getting you a really cool card. Alrighty. So Tibble will be run, but we're gonna add the secret lair drop Tibble because we're bougie. And I wanna. I want to. Burning Inquiry?
Burning Inquiry is actually, like, really good.
Let's see. I've typed it in here before. I just don't remember what it is. Each player draws 3 cards and then discards 3 cards at random. I'm actually not mad at that. Sometimes it's good to just draw cards. You know what I'm going to add right here really quickly while we're doing this? Just so I get it in here, I'm going to add a Vandal Blast, a Gamble. Let's go ahead and add a Vampiric Tutor. I own one now, so I feel okay in putting it in here.
Nice.
And then like a Damnation or something. Oh wait, no. What's the... Target opponent chooses a number. You may have that player lose that much life. If you don't, that... What? Okay, I didn't mean to look this up, but this is kind of cool. Choice of Damnations.
That's great.
I didn't mean... I was thinking of the board wipe, but that's also cool. What's the one that makes people lose life equal to the number of creatures that were destroyed?
I know Rakdos Charm does something similar.
We'll add that in anyway, but it's a mono black board wipe, you know? It's in one of my decks, I just don't remember it. I like it. Homeward Path in case you want to go out on your own terms. If I could type that.
Homeward Path, yeah, that's actually good tech, just in case.
Each player gains control of... Yeah, you know what? I like it. I will put that in there. We did add Goblin Game, or did I not add Goblin Game?
Goblin Game! Oh my god, you got a Goblin Game.
Each player hides at least one item, and they all reveal them simultaneously. Each player loses life equal to the number of items they revealed. The number who revealed the fewest item then loses... This card gives me a headache, but I'll pop it in.
Yeah, it's very silly.
Okay, chat remembered the card that I was talking about, which is Deadly Tempest. It's a good board wipe that also makes people lose life equal to the number of creatures that were destroyed this way. I think it's worth the extra mana.
I'll do it.
Okay. Someone said Sangromancer, so let's see. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, you may gain 3 life. Whenever an opponent discards a card, you may gain 3 life. Not bad. I like it. Let's do it. I don't know what else we got going on here.
So if we wanted to go into symmetrical draw, I've got a couple good options. It's just like, that's like a question of if you wanted, like, basically like symmetrical draw and discard, so that like, because of Blim, everyone else is like discarding more cards than you are, but everyone's also drawing them, so like it's basically like a card advantage engine rather than like just making it so people can't play.
I'm really trying to figure out, like, Phyrexian. Do you think we should pop in Phyrexian Reclamation?
Is that the one that returns it to
your hand if you pay 2 life and tap 2? That way, if they somehow get rid of the thing we gave them, we can get it back. No, it's not. It's a creature card. I'm a liar. Someone said Measure of Wickedness. At the beginning of your end step, sacrifice Measure of Wickedness and you lose 8 life. Whenever another card is put into graveyard from anywhere, target opponent gains control of Measure of Wickedness.
This is just a burn spell.
It's an 8-mana burn spell.
Yeah,
What do you think of it?
I think this isn't what this deck wants in its 4-drop slot.
Okay, let's see. Someone said Aether Membrane. Wall. Whenever it blocks a creature, return that creature to its owner's hand at the end of combat. I do not know. 32 friends, hello and welcome.
It has reach, so you don't want to be giving other players this.
That's also
because it can
fair.
block the commander.
Okay, someone said pain. Well, Crab Basket said pain's reward. Each player may bid life. It's been a long time since the word bid I've seen on a card. You start the bidding with a bid of any number. In turn order, each player may top the high bid. The bidding ends if the high bid stands. The high bidder loses life equal to the high bid and draws 4 cards.
So, you never played against my Villas Broker of Blood deck.
I
but
have.
This card... No, you played against Whisper, which turned into Villas of Broker of Blood. But this card in Villas is disgusting. You just slap it down and you're like, I bid 36, and everyone just realizes what's about to happen.
So should we pop this in here because you only get 4 cards?
I don't think it's worth it because you kind of it's tricky. It's on theme, but I need to do something. I need to do something. Hold on. What's the name? Okay, hold on. You were like Skyrix? Cyrix? What's the card that you told me to look up? The one about antiquities. Silex.
And then there was Apocalypse Chime. I'm just gonna very quickly do something here. Chat, give me 10 seconds while I tweet. Normally I'm like,
yeah.
Normally I'm like, I'll wait till after, but I will forget, and I need to talk about this. Can we talk about this, please? Okay, I'm just gonna. Okay, I had to do it really briefly. I had to do it. Okay, so we got all the stuff that is good to donate. We got a lot of it. Do we have Colfinar's plan yet? Whenever it comes into play, exile the top 7 cards of your library face down. You may look at the cards exiled with Colfinar's plans, and you may play lands. Cast. Skip your draw step. What do you think about this? I like this.
Ooh, let me see. Colfinar's plan. Yeah, that's gross.
Okay.
That's good.
That's
really good.
I like the eye. What else should we add in here?
Probably should throw in some ramp.
Yeah. Oh my god, there's a way to ramp in black. I just don't remember it. I know. My favorite black ramp spell ever, Liliana of the Dark Realms. She allows us to tutor for swamps, and then her emblem makes us tap for 4 for each swamp. Which normally I'm like, not, the best, but I really think that this is going to be kind of a game where we're going to really
You know what would also be great? Ultimate her from 7, and then give her away to someone else whose deck doesn't have swamps.
That is funny. We can add in Cryptghast, and
Urborg.
Someone said Bubbling Muck, which, by the way, that card is hysterically fun. It says, until end of turn, whenever player taps the swamp for mana, that player taps an additional black.
Oh, so this is just High Tide.
Yeah, my ex used to play this card a lot when we played Kitchen Table.
An instant, though, so it's a lot worse. Let me see. I mean, I guess, like, throw in Arcane Signet, Jeweled Lotus,
We're not
Rakdos
doing
Signet.
Jeweled Lotus.
It's true, it's a bad card. We're not playing bad cards in this deck.
He's 4 mana. We're gonna...
Turn...
God.
Listen, I know Jeweled Lotus is bad, but it might be bad enough for this deck.
Out of curiosity, I'm just gonna stray ever so slightly to check out something, which is, I want to see how much the alternate art Commander Sphere is by itself. which it hasn't been priced yet, but the Arcane Signet has been. I think my favorite art is the Commander Sphere with the little frog.
It is really cute.
I almost called him a turtle.
He's got turtle energy.
Someone said a Crowan Horse.
Yeah, Crowan Horse is like generically good in this.
At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent creates a one. So we would get would we get a 1/1 white soldier token?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
It's also just something you can directly cast into other people's.
Cabal coffers, Cabal strong. Torment of Hellfire, I feel like isn't a bad idea. It just seems kind of objectively good in any black deck, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, card draw Demonic Lore. That it was I don't remember if it was new in Commander Legends, but it's like you draw cards and then it has a downside. It clearly makes for him.
Oh, whenever it ETBs draw 3 cards at the beginning of your end step, you lose 2 life for each card in your hand. I like this, but remember, we're going to be making people discard stuff.
Yeah?
But they discard equal to the number of things we give them. So
like the worst case scenario is that it hits them for damage. The best is like that there's no downside to drawing 3 cards.
I don't know I don't know how I feel about this. We'll pop it in. I'm not a huge fan, but I'll pop it in. Someone said Jinxed Choker. At the beginning of your end step, target opponent gains control of the choker and puts a charge counter on it. At the beginning of your upkeep, it deals damage to you equals to the number of charge counters on it. Tap 3, put a charge counter on Jinxed Choker or remove one from it.
Oh, Geth's Grimoire, if we don't have that.
Does the choker feel good?
Let me see. Beginning of end step target. What's the charge? Do you want...
I don't know how I feel about it.
It just feels like further complicating a very complicated deck without a ton of upside.
Yeah. I like it. I like the art.
Mm-hmm.
Someone said Witch Hunt. Players can't gain life. At the beginning of your upkeep, it deals 4 damage to you. At the beginning of your end step, target opponent chosen at random gains control of Witch Hunt. I like it up until the end part, where it says end step, it gets swapped. I kind of don't want it to get swapped, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Grid Monitor. Yes, okay, this is more of the stuff I wanted to do originally, which was like, you can't play spells, you can't do stuff. Someone said Kezardrix. At the beginning of your upkeep, if opponents control no creatures, it deals 4 damage to you.
Oh, there's another good propaganda style effect. Kazul, Tyrant of the Cliffs.
God, my internet is being hateful. Kazul, Tyrant of the Cliffs. Whenever a creature an opponent controls attacks if you're defending player. I dang it, he's a creature. Let's do it.
Yeah. If they're attacking on the ground, they have to pay 3 or they get a chump by a 3/3, which is...
Someone said Gut Wrencher Oni, which I am looking for in this moment. Here we go. At the beginning of your upkeep, discard a card if you don't control an ogre. You know, I'm not mad at that, actually. Whoa! It added 4 of them! We'll have to fix that later, but, what is happening with my computer? Sleeper Agent. Whenever it comes into play, target opponent gains control of it. At the beginning of your upkeep, it deals 2 damage to you. I like it because it's just a good 1 mana, 1 drop, deal damage. Kazul is great propaganda because it's an attack trigger, not a restriction. I know we're looking at stuff to donate. I feel like we should also have a package of cards to ensure we protect our commander and make it evasive if been easier. Agreed. Gut Wrencher Oni, we already got that. Treacherous Blessing, let's see.
Okay, maybe, so for protection, Deflecting Slot, the boots,
Okay, hold on, let me just type that in real quick. Deflecting... Swift Foot boots. We do a Whisper Silk cloak, so it has protection from our abilities too. Just why not? Okay, Lightning Greaves.
Oh, Malakir Rebirth as well, because that can be a land.
Hold on, really quickly. Treacherous Blessing. Whenever you cast a spell, you lose life. Whenever it becomes the target of a spell or ability, sacrifice it.
Oh, yeah.
That wouldn't work.
Doesn't do anything.
Yeah, because it would be targeted by Blim, and it wouldn't work.
It's still draw 3 for 3.
Hi, Shmandrew. Hi, Andrew. Doing good. Hope you are as well.
Like,
we do have Xantia Sleeper Agent too, by the way. We do have that card.
Maybe something like a Braid, because opposing like Phyrexian and Ashnod's altars are like a nightmare for this deck.
Well, I don't think we're gonna be facing those all that much. I mean, I do have Vandal Blast in here.
Mm-hmm. Well, a Braid could also hit a small combo piece creature or something.
38 friends, hello and welcome. Dothy Trapper is a good way to connect with Commander. Let's see. Target creature gains shadow until end of turn. We already have a shadow card, so I'll probably pass on that. Goblin Cadets. Whenever it blocks or becomes blocked, target opponent gains control of it. It's just a 1-mana 2/1. Yeah, that's not bad. It's just something to give them.
Ooh, this is a good one. Anvil of Begarden. It triggers discard.
Players have no maximum hand size. At the beginning of each player's draw step, that player draws an additional card, then discards a card. Yep, boop. We do have Captain Audience in here. Also, Cord22, thank you for the follow. Midnight Oil to donate later. Let me see.
God, I was just scrolling through something and I saw the Dreadbore Secret Lair art and I was just like, whoa, that is a dramatic. Like, when did my art get in this thing? I was like, this looks, whoa. Let me see. Wheel of Misfortune is fun.
Let's see.
It feels very flavorful.
Each player secretly chooses a number 0 or greater, then all players reveal the lowest number simultaneously and determine the highest and lowest numbers revealed this way. Wheel of Misfortune deals damage equal to the highest number to each player who chose that number. Alright, let's do it. Crown of Doom is dope. Let's check it out. Whenever a creature attacks you or planeswalker you control gets 2/0 until end of turn, tap 2 target player other than its owner gains control of it.
There is also, instead of needing double strike, there's also Stranic Resonator and Lithoform Engine to copy the trigger.
Alright, and you said Lithoform Engine.
And Lithoform Engine is also just like, you can copy other things too.
Okay. Lord of the Pit. I think we already have that in here. We don't. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature other than him. If you can't, he deals 7 damage to you. I dig it. Plague. Reverb. At the beginning of your end step, sacrifice each other creature you control. Discard 2 cards, sacrifice the Reaver. Target opponent. Choose target opponent. So that's not bad. We do have to discard 2 cards and sacrifice him to give him to somebody else, but it's a board wipe.
Mm-hmm.
I do like that.
Oh, there's another payoff or discard. Raider's Wake.
Oh my gosh, Randall Thor, thank you so much for gifting a tier 1 sub to Crick Yawgmoth. And thank you for gifting another sub to Zarl. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Someone said Demonic Lore? Oh, we already have that in. What was the thing you said, Megan? And thank you for gifting a tier 1 sub to Brainstorm Brewery. So now I know Jason's just chilling out in chat. Hi, Jason. Or the other Brainstorm bros. There's a lot of Brainstorm bros here. I do not know. Custody Battle is always fun as well. We do have Custody Battle in here. Megan, did I lose you?
Oh, I'm still here.
Okay.
I was just reading something.
What was the card that you said? My brain forgot it.
Fractured. Either Raider's Wake. Yeah, Raider's Wake.
Whenever an opponent discards a card, that player loses 2 life. At the beginning of your end step, if you attack this turn, target opponent discards the card. Not bad, actually. Someone said Cosmic Horror. What the fuck is this?
Oh my god.
First strike. At the beginning of your upkeep, destroy it unless you pay 6 mana. If it is destroyed this way, it deals 7 damage to you.
This is...
I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad. It's definitely like a good... What the hell is this?
Well, it's a good 6 mana for 7 damage each turn, especially if they don't play black. They have to pay.
No,
black.
it gets sacrificed, doesn't it?
No.
Destroy. Yeah.
If you at the beginning of your upkeep, destroy it unless you pay. Oh, never mind then.
Yeah, it only goes off once.
I read that wrong. Are you going through and gifting to people who haven't stepped renewed in a while? Burn spell. Hey, not the Wild Inspector.
Oh, feed the swarm just cause like there's this deck is gonna play some stuff that gonna yeah. I'm
gonna go ahead and add a Blasphemous Act. Relic Robber. I think we do have Relic Robber. We don't. When he deals combat damage to a player, that player creates a 0/1 colorless Goblin Construct artifact creature token with this creature can't block. And at the beginning of your upkeep, this creature deals 1 damage to you. I'm not mad at it. This one's a Char. Is that a card? Char, it is. 3 mana. Char deals 4 damage to any target and 2 damage to you.
In the hell is this?
I do have Colfinar's plans in here. I do already have that in here.
Oh my god, you need to see Hypnox. It's like, I'm not recommending it, it's so bad you need to see it.
Well, how do I... K-N-O-X? K-N-O-X?
No, H-Y,
It's okay, I found it. Yeah. 11 mana.
11 mana?
For an 8/8. When it ETBs, if you cast it from your hand, exile our cards from target opponent's hand. When he leaves the battlefield, return them to their hand. That's just bad.
Yeah, this is... Whew.
Okay, someone said Descent into Madness. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a despair counter on Descent into Madness. Then each player exiles X permanents. Then each player exiles X permanents they control and or cards from their hand, where X is the number of... That also hits us, though. And that is exile. So, I like it. It just hurts us a bit too much.
Oh, should probably add Terminate and Bedevil to take care of things.
Someone said Demonic Taskmaster.
Oh, God.
Which I'm trying to locate. Here it is. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature other than him. He's 3 mana, so he's actually one of the cheaper demons.
Yeah, that's... He blocks Blim really well, but...
Enchanter's Bane. At the beginning of your end step, target enchantment deals damage equal to its CMC to its controller unless that player sacrifices it. I like that because we actually have some pretty gnarly enchantments in here.
Yeah, but then that lets them just sacrifice it.
How? I gotcha.
Oh, do we have Geth's Grimoire? It's draw a card whenever an opponent discards.
Hold on. I will add that in here. Pyromancer Swath. If an instant or sorcery source you control would deal damage to a creature player, does that much +2. At the beginning of each end step, discard your hand. I'm not mad at that. Because it only makes it valuable for burn spells. And then you said Geth's Grimoire, if I could spell it right.
You scrolled past it, I think.
I'm just blind. There it is. Whenever opponent discards a card from his or hand, you may draw a card. I like it. Boop.
Yeah. So how does this deck win? It seems like we figured out how it's gonna keep other people from winning, but...
Helm of the Host.
Oh my god.
Yeah, thank you to... Not the Wallet Inspector for saying Helm of the Host, because that's good in here. Burning Inquiry. We already have that in here. Okay, so, we have 188 cards, and we haven't even done lands yet.
God help us.
This is definitely going to be the stream where we break 200 cards, which we haven't done yet, and chat has been wanting to do for a while.
Alright, let's just start throwing in lands.
Let's go ahead and add Blood Crypt.
Blood Crypt, Bloodstained Mire,
I already added Contested Warzone, Rogue's Passage, Homeward Path.
Sulphurous Springs, I think that's the paint land, right?
What's the new land? Hold on.
Luxury Suite.
Oh yeah, that isn't new. It's old. Prismatic Vista. Already crab baskets, I will not say that word. Someone said pain magnification. I like it. I'm hesitant about it, but I like it.
Let's see.
Oh, and while we're doing lands, I did get my hair cut. Chat, look, it's all short and teeny.
Ooh, very nice.
Yeah, it was really long and went down to here, so I'm really glad I cut it because it was too much for me. So I had to snip off some edges.
Let's see.
Garbage Sanitarium.
Yeah, Garbage Sanitarium, definitely. Rick's Mahdi, which has 2 A's.
Dungeon Palace?
Yes.
Okay. What's a holy shit.
well, let's get the lands first and then get to that. Dragon Skull Summit, Command Tower.
Yeah.
Temple of Malice.
I'm gonna go ahead and add in a Myriad Landscape because sometimes it's really good in just getting those 2 basics you need.
Mm-hmm. Sulphurous Springs. Wait, did I already say that?
Someone said Bad River.
Tainted Peak.
Okay, we currently are at... Oh, sweet Jesus. To the folks in chat, we did it. We hit 200 cards.
And how many lands are we at?
17. Crab baskets, I said the word. I'm so sorry. That means you get tokens. If I fail to do it, you get tokens. I think I already have your address. DM it to me again just in case. And I'll send you some more tokens and a sticker. Because I think I already sent you tokens. So I'll send you a sticker.
Do we have Soul Ring, Rakdos Signet?
God, no.
Oh my god! We added so many bad cards!
I'm gonna need a lot of help with cuts, I promise you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there's gonna be some... That's gonna be a fun time.
Someone said to add Necroplasm. As a creature. I don't know how I feel about it. Let's just keep on with lands. I think we should...
Graven Cairns is that's a fun one.
I think at this point we should probably do the rest in basics.
Yeah.
So
there's nothing else that good.
Let's clean it up.
Oh, and War Room. Gotta throw that in because it's so good.
Okay, so with this we can add like... We'll do 8 and 8, which will put us at 34. So let's do 9 and 9, which will do 36. Let's do 10 and 10, because I think we need 37, because this is, no, we need 38. I'm sorry, this is a high curve deck. Bye, crab baskets. Okay, so we are at 226 cards. It's a lot. What? Oh my god, I added 10 blood crypts and 10 bad rivers. Oh
dear.
No. Thank you for catching that. Oh my god, I forgot I cleaned it up. Okay.
Right.
Also, I know oh my god, Megan.
What?
Megan, we don't have that
What?
many cards. I added 999 Gut Wrencher Onis. We don't have that many cards, Megan.
Well,
Do
hey,
you see that on
just
my
make it
screen?
Relentless rats and just wait a second. So it's not that the cuts aren't going to be so bad then.
Don't you dare.
900.
900. How the hell did I add 999 Gut Wrencher Onis? You saw it pop up. It said it popped up 4. So I thought, oh, I have to get rid of the 4 cards. So Chase. And then Chase scrolls down. Hold on. Let me. Hold on. Let's see this. Okay, so hold on. Before I change it, we're at 226. When I put one of those, we're at 128. We did it, chat.
Hey, that's not too bad.
We're not totally screwed. Oh
right.
my god.
So we should probably start cutting from the highest CMC jank down to the lowest.
Yeah, so what I did is I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to clean it up. So it got cleaned up. So I like to, holy shit. So I like to do creatures last because I think creatures are kind of the staple of decks. So I think we should, I think our sorceries aren't actually not that bad in number. They're only 11. So I think maybe starting with enchantments and then moving into artifacts. Because we
definitely should focus taking out the stuff that's like high CMC and the goal is to give it away.
Yeah.
Because
So hold on. Give me 10 seconds, chat, while I check something, because I think there's a way that I can do this on a different website. Give me 10 seconds, because I haven't used it much for deck building. Oh, I have, but I use Scryfall to deck build on stream. And this one I haven't used yet. So give me 10 seconds while I type in ABB Blim. We'll make it public, because why not? And we'll paste in the list. If I just from URL, that's not gonna work. Okay, hold on. Give me 10 more seconds. I know that I'm taking up some time here. But I'll add in the lands next, but I'm just gonna very quickly just see if I can copy and paste this. Wait, no. I can do this. I can export it as a list. This is where we go big brain energy, everybody. Copy to clipboard. I'm gonna see if I can do it like this, okay? Paste. We're gonna get rid of that. Okay, we did it. Okay, cool. Create. Sick. Okay, let's see. So in theory, this should tell it. This might be okay. So I'm gonna pop this over here. I'm gonna see if y'all would be okay with this. So this is Moxfield. Let's see. Can you see Moxfield? You can't. So this is Moxfield. This is something that I have been fiddling with as a new deck building website. I have never done it on stream, so we're gonna give this a try tonight. I exported everything. So it kind of splays everything out like this. So we can view our options. So we can have it sort by CMC. So there we go. It'll sort it out by CMC like this. And the one thing I really like about Moxfield is it does this right here on the bottom. So it says our deck is 60% black and 40% red, which is why I really like this website. It's just, for me, it's not fun to deck build on because it's
hard to search.
It's a little harder to search than Scryfall, which I prefer. However, the way it splays your deck stats is...
Yeah, this is really nice. I've never actually seen this before, but...
And look at this. It has your number of cards, and it shows you kind of your curve right here.
Wait, did it also list the tokens you need?
It does right here. So it lists, okay, you
Mhm.
need 7 tokens for this deck. You need zombies, soldiers, ogres, the emblem, a heartbeat, construct, so on. I really, 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 really like this. The way it displays a complete deck.
Mm-hmm.
And it also helps when you already have a list and you're trying to peel away things.
Yeah, this is how my brain works.
Yeah.
Like I'm looking at this like I need to start doing this.
And see, look at this. The average CMC of our main board is actually a 2.41, which is pretty low, and 3.44 without lands, which doesn't matter because we're going to have lands. But yeah, this is probably one of my favorite ways to look at a deck as is. So let's go with cuts. So we have 25 enchantments. This kind of displays out all our enchantments so we can actually see what they do. And it pops up over here on screen. I will zoom in to make it a bit easier for us to digest. Let's see if that looks good on the overlay. I'll probably make it a little bigger. Let's go 150. That's way better. Okay. So we can go ahead and start, I guess. This also just makes it look like a lot less intimidating. So I really do think we should start with the enchantments. We have 25 enchantments. And let's look at the things that because we want to keep as many things to give away, right? Okay.
So captive audience is one of those weird ones where it's like, is this worth 7 mana in a deck that can already do this?
Well, my thing is I like it because of everyone gets tokens, they discard their hand, and their life total can become 4. The life total becomes...
that one doesn't say lose the game, it says become 4?
Yes.
Okay, you know what? Then that's way better. I don't like the idea of putting a ticking clock on someone where they lose the game, but if it's become 4, that's more interesting.
Yeah, their life total becomes 4, and I like that because that means other opponents can come in and steal the win with a combat step, which I like. I like that it also gives us tokens. Yeah. I really like the fact that it gives us creatures, because that can be important for us if we're not going to go too terribly creature heavy. Now, we can revisit this, but I like this card.
Yeah, I like it, actually.
Okay, then
I was thinking of a little bit of a different one.
We have Forbidden Crypt. Whenever you draw a card, instead, return target creature card, return target card from your graveyard to your hand. If you cannot, you lose the game. Now, the reason why I like this card is because it says whenever a card would be put into your graveyard, instead remove it from the game. So, pretty much when your stuff dies, it's exiled, and it's going to make it more likely for people to lose the game. I'll add in a Bajuka Bog later, chat, because I remember you were saying that.
Oh, yeah.
I like this.
How much mana is that?
5. This is one of those old cards that I think people don't expect, and I don't think it's being widely played right now, considering its buy list price is at 35 cents.
Might as well.
We have Exquisite Blood. It's not really on theme with what we're trying to do here, you know. I still like this, but it's not our goal. It's good with Blim, but if we don't have Blim out, it's like...
I mean, it's incidentally gonna, like, gain a bunch of life.
Joker said, Exquisite seems weird without Sanguine. Yeah, it feels like there's always a pair, but I feel like the combo in here is kind of not what we want to do, you know?
I don't think this is a good payoff at that mana cost.
Exactly. I like the card in here, but is it good? I don't know.
I'd say the same with, is that Dictate of the Twin Gods?
That is Dictate of the Twin Gods, double damage, it does have flash, it's the same, it literally, I've become a red connoisseur now. Furnace of Wrath is only 4 mana, and it does the same thing as Dictate. The only reason Dictate costs 1 more is because it has flash, which I like, but, you know, maybe only running 1 seems like a good idea, and I'm going to be extremely honest, I've never in my entire 1 year of playing Chandra have flashed out a Dictate. I've always played it on my turn.
Yeah. Or even if that's what's going to be played, it's like Fiery Confluences, or not Confluence, Fiery Emancipation is like what I would play over Dictate now.
Yeah. Also, the Greater Henge, we don't really run symmetrical life loss here, except like Blim will hurt other people, but that's really it. How How many symmetrical life loss effects are there? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we'll cut the Dictate, and let's cut the Exquisite Blood.
Yeah.
So this is where I get a little confused with this deck. So I'm going to see if I can edit it, which I'm actually not sure how to do in this view. So let me see, view options. Let's go table and save. Okay, here we go. So now I can take it out. So this is why I like it, because you can change the view in a way that Scryfall doesn't allow you to do.
That is nice.
So Exquisite Blood, and we'll remove the Exquisite Blood. We'll remove the Dictate of the Twin Gods. And then we'll go back to our visual view. Save, and there we go. Let's see. So let's scroll back down to our enchantments. So then we have Raider's Wake. I like this the least amount of the discard stuff we have, because Liliana's Caress feels better than Raider's Wake because it's 2 mana more. So I think Raider's Wake is a good cut.
Maybe, like, it depends, is the way that this deck wins by doing damage based on the discard triggers? Because if so, you kind of want as much redundancy as possible for that effect.
We don't have that much redundancy, if I'm being honest. We have maybe 1, 2, 3 enchantments, 4 enchantments that do that. And creature-wise, we don't really have that many creatures that make us discard. So is that something we want to do? Because
that's the question.
I don't see us having a lot of that right here, to be honest. I see some of it. I see a little bit of it, because if we go here into our creatures, we have Sangromancer. We have, hold on, let's see. Yeah, we really only have Sangromancer in terms of creatures, if we're being honest here. In terms of discard.
But that means that, so this deck has 6 payoffs for opponents discarding then.
So we have, in terms of enchantments, we have Liliana's Caress, we have Waste Not, which helps us. I think we should keep Waste Not anyway. So yeah,
Waste Not is just ridiculous.
Liliana's Caress, Waste Not, Necrogen Mists, Magrim, we have Raider's Wake, and then if we scroll up to creatures, we have Sangromancer, and I believe, and Tiny Bones.
Oh, and Grimoire's Geth.
Geth's Grimoire.
Geth's Grimoire.
So I think if we cut, honestly, I think if we cut that one enchantment, we'd still be fine.
Yeah. It does have the ability to trigger discard all on its own, though, which is
only if we attacked with the creature this turn, and sometimes we might not be able to attack with Blim.
Blim is probably gonna, like, there's probably going to be an attack.
Okay, we'll move on, and we'll keep this kind of in our maybe minds.
Yeah.
Also, look at this. If you click and grab this, you can put it into the sideboard or consider it.
Oh, so yeah, you could just put that into, like, considering.
Yeah.
Or either one, whichever.
I put it into considering. I like this website a lot in terms of, like, when you have a complete deck, it's just the other pieces. Okay, Oath of Limb Duel.
This thing is a amazing meme.
For each 1 damage dealt to you or 1 life you lose, sack a permanent you control and choose and discard a card from your hand. You cannot sacrifice the Oath this way. Ignore this effect if you control no permanents other than Limb Duel. I think this is stupid. I like this. I don't know why I do.
I mean, it's for sure one of the worst enchantments ever printed with the intent to be good.
But it doesn't suck, though. I mean, it's not amazing, but it doesn't suck.
Well, it doesn't suck as long as you're... Okay, so here's one of the best things about this. You can play this, use its ability to draw a bunch of cards, and then give it away.
Also,
to someone who doesn't have black.
Chad is saying Painful Quandary. Okay, if I could type. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, that player loses 5 life unless they discard a card.
Maybe.
I like this card a lot and just discard decks in general. However, I feel like Blim is a special case. I don't know. It's difficult. We'll keep. Well, I have an eye on it over here in the corner. So our next card is, wow, this deck is actually pretty cheap considering all the shit we have in it.
I mean, we're deliberately playing, like, some of the worst cards in the game.
I'm just not used to decks being this inexpensive on this stream. I know that sounds really, like, jaded. Like, $434 is a lot of money. But, like, I don't know. My Quain deck was $600, and that's just because we had a flippin' Tundra in there. Midnight Oil.
We can throw a Badlands in if you want to get it up.
Oh, Midnight Oil. ETBs with 7-hour counters on it. At the beginning of your draw step, draw an additional card and remove 2-hour counters from it. Your hand size is equal to the amount of hour counters on Midnight Oil. Whenever you discard a card, you lose 1 life. So this is more of that discard support.
Yeah, Midnight. My brain is not understanding what this does.
You need to see it.
Midnight Oil's for fall. 7? Okay, so you draw an additional card.
You remove 2 counters on it. So essentially their hand size will become 1.
Uh-huh, interesting. But they will still draw an additional card.
They will still draw an additional card, but they will have to discard eventually. Whenever you discard a card, you lose 1 life.
Yeah, I say this is... I would say put it in, like, the considering, because this feels weak, but it could go back in. If we, like, let's say we cut below 100, and then we figure out what to add back in. That's how I usually do my decks.
Eventually, we have Coskin Falls, which is that propaganda, but in black. Yay or nay.
I think, considering what this deck is doing, you want propaganda effects.
Yeah, and we don't really have access to that. And
giving people colors. Like 7/7s.
Yeah.
Every turn.
Alrighty. Furnace of Wrath we already kind of talked about. I feel good about that. Demonic Pact. I want to run this card so bad. I want to do it. It's 4 mana. They choose one that hasn't been chosen, so they get a choice. But it sucks. Because it deals 4 damage to target creature and or player, and you gain 4 life. So it's like, oh wow, this feels good. And then it's like opponent discards 2 cards, and we're like, wow, this feels good. And then you like draw 2 cards, and I'm like, wow, this is great. And then you lose the game. Okay,
so yeah, this is...
It feels good at first, and I like this.
So, okay, so this is definitely, I love this because the optimal play is, like, you play it, and you're like, me reaping. Oh, yeah, this is great. I draw 2 cards, I make someone discard, and I hit something for 4. And then someone kills Blim. And I'm just like, my hubris.
I still think it'd be cool to have it in
here.
It's
very flavorful. I love it.
Then we have Colfinar's Plans. This is the 4 mana ET. When it comes into play, exile the top 7 cards from your library face down for the game. You can look and play those cards. We skip our draw step. You can't play more than 1 spell each turn. I like this because it really limits everybody. It's very difficult for them to do this. It's really difficult for them to get around it. I like it.
Yeah, same.
I would rather die than cut aggressive mining.
I think aggressive mining is pretty alright.
I need it in here, like I need air to breathe. Pyromancer's Swath. This is the one that I liked because it's only going to be really good if we give it to somebody with a burden deck. If it's a sorcery you control would deal damage to a creature or player, it deals that much +2. At the beginning of each end step, discard your hand. So I like this because this is essentially a 3 mana, you discard your hand. Right, like, really think about it. The meta for burn decks is few and far in between, and that's coming from me, the person who plays Chandra.
Same. Like, there's definitely going to be a person that this is just discard your hand.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Yeah.
To the folks in chat, we aren't adding cards for a hot minute, but I can look up these cards. Because we're in the middle of cuts right now, which is unfortunately the hardest part of the stream. If I could type, that'd be really cool. Oh, I know exactly what's happening. Oh, I'm the naysayer. Thank you for the host. Okay. Nat Miser's that. Yeah, that's the one where each hand size is reduced by 1.
That's each opponent, so there's not really much.
If we give it to them, then that would include us.
Yeah.
Okay, Phyrexian Etchings. Cumulative upkeep of a black. At the end of your turn, draw a card for each H counter on it. Whenever Etchix is put into a graveyard for play, you lose 2 life for each age counter on it.
It's a solid draw spell.
It is a solid draw spell. So I think we should keep it.
Or wait a second, is it though? So for the first card you draw, you had to spend 4 black to get 1 card. The next time you draw, because it doesn't enter, and it takes a full turn rotation to start.
Let's cut it.
Yeah, this is like the least mana efficient draw I've ever seen. You could replace it with a Phyrexian Arena.
Yeah. Necrogen Mists. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player discards a card from his or her hand.
I think we don't need this.
Actually, I'm going to agree with you here because it hits us. Everything else I'm looking at hits other people. So let's get rid of the mists. Okay. Magrim. Yes, keep.
Yeah.
Same thing for the Caress and the Waste Knot. Demonic Lore. I don't like this card, and I'll tell you why. I'm so sorry. I don't like it because people are just we're gonna make people discard cards, so they're barely gonna have cards in hand. And that's gonna really clash with things like Pyromancer Swath because they're gonna have no cards in hand.
But it's still, I would say put it in considering, but it is still draw 3 for 3.
It is still draw 3 for 3, but I don't know. Dalthy Embrace. I like this card only to make our commander unblockable. That's why I run it in Phage, but guaranteed that is only why Phage is a deck focused on Phage touching, nothing else. This
I'd
not
say
so much, but
it's less needed when the commander already has flying. It doesn't, like, Blim doesn't care who he hits, it just needs to hit somebody.
Okay, then we'll cut it. I like this card, but I know why we can cut it. Waste Not, yes. Heartless Summoning. I like this because we have some higher curve stuff that we talked about. Costs 2 less. Creatures you control get -1/-1.
Actually, scroll up to creatures. Is there anything that, like, this deck intends to keep that has 1 toughness?
The tokens made by Oboran or of Overlord.
Siege Gang Commander's tokens.
The tokens made by a Crow and Horse. Not really, except those 2. And Siege Gang the Commander.
Yeah, I'd say keep it because, like, there is, like, you know,
heftier stuff, yeah.
The upside of having that mana reduction is so worth losing some tokens.
Yeah. Also, can we highlight the fact that Moxfield is cool because it breaks down the cost of each section?
Yeah.
So it shows us that our enchantments are $41. And that our artifacts are $82, but we don't have to talk about that. Let's keep going. Goblin Festival. And Crick Yawgmoth, we do have Howling Mine in here, actually. So we have Goblin Festival, 2 mana, tap 2 colorless. It deals 1 damage to target creature or player. Flip a coin. If you lose the flip, choose one of your opponents. Our player gains control of Goblin Festival.
You know what I don't like doing?
What?
Giving your opponents a way that they can kill Blim on board.
Okay, then we'll cut it. Yoink. Next we have Custody Battle. Enchanted creature has at the beginning of your upkeep, target opponent gains control of this creature unless you sacrifice a land.
Yeah, that's good.
I like it. Bereavement. I like this card. It is specific. And I don't like specific cards.
I said earlier, like, this deck, it is at worst a permanent that will deal 1 damage and make someone discard a card from their hand when they're given it.
Okay. We'll keep it then. They have Dusk Corona. It can, essentially makes them unblockable because
only by reach, and then you can also gift the aura to another player, and even though they control it, they can't do anything with it.
Yeah,
so
we'll keep it. So we're at 16 enchantments, which feels significantly better, and the curve of this enchantment feels pretty good. So let's pop up to artifacts, which is at a cool crisp $82. Starting with the Lithium Engine. I've learned from people when building that you have to look at the activated cost alongside the CMC. So technically it would be 6 mana to copy Blim's ability, we're not really doing the instants and sorceries that much.
Yeah,
And
the copying permanence was the interesting thing.
yeah, but that's 8 mana if we're doing that immediately, which is a lot.
Probably put that in a
consider.
Yeah, considering.
Because I'm like, I don't know.
It's also like it can be very kill on sight, unfortunately.
Yeah. So, Immortal Coil. I like this. Remove 2 cards in your graveyard from the game to draw a card, which really is not going to hurt us that bad, I think. It's also a card draw in black, which we need. If damage would be dealt to us, prevent that damage and remove a card in our graveyard from the game for each 1 life prevented this way. When there are no cards in your graveyard, you lose the game. I think that we can add just like, I really like this.
I don't think there's any reason to consider cutting it.
Yeah. Hell of the Host, I say yes 1,000 times over. We added Strionic Resonator. So chat, we did add Strionic Resonator. Rings doesn't work, but we do have the copy ability because we really want to get that as much as we can. Okay. Geth's Grimoire.
Geth Grimoire is like 4 mana, draw 80 cards.
I like it. I'm not mad. I say yes. Whisper Silk Cloak. I only added this because of the Shroud. I don't really know why looking back now. I feel like we have Greaves and Boots and and
deflecting
other
Swaths
boots.
and...
We have 2 boots. I don't think we really need this. I think it's just taking up space.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, we have Lightning Greaves, Swiftfoot Boots, and Trailblazers Boots. That's not bad. So now we have Pendant of Prosperity. Also, hello, 34 friends in chat. Welcome and hello. So Pendant of Prosperity, ETB is under your control of an opponent. Motherfucker. Enters the battlefield under the control of an opponent of your choice. Tap 2 and tap it to draw a card. Then you may put a land card from your hand into the battlefield. Pendant of Prosperity's owner draws a card. Then that player may put a land card from among their hand onto the battlefield.
So this card shines in decks where the idea is that they're going to give it back to you, but under no circumstances will anyone ever give this back to Blim. And I just think you're going to let your opponents ramp. Like, you're going to let them cast rampant growth every single turn.
Yeah. Yeah, let's do it. We'll cut it. Fire Shrieker. I like this card, just in general.
It's a good card.
It's just a card I have in Akiri. I like it. Crown of Doom, I'm going to be honest, I've never really understood this card, because it just seems good to hurt you. Right? Whenever a creature attacks you or planeswalker you control gets 2/0 until end of turn, and we can give it to somebody else, but like, what?
And they pay 2 mana and give it back. So,
like, what good does this do us?
Yeah, right? Like, in fact, even worse. So let's say you play it, and then you either Blim it to somebody, or you pay the 2 mana to give it to somebody. The turn rotates. Unless they go directly before you, someone else is going to swing in at you because of this card.
Exactly, and I don't like it. It's just going to hurt us. Crawl Space, I just have this in here to protect us from attacks. It's not really a propaganda effect, but it's kind of a propaganda effect.
Oh wait, did we remove Mishra's meme machine?
No, that's a creature. So it got put up. It got put up
sure.
in creatures.
Got it, yeah.
So, Crawl Space, I have always liked this card. It protects us a little.
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay, then we have Wishclaw Talisman.
Yeah, Wishclaw is just tutor that works with this deck.
It does.
You will never get it back, though.
Yeah.
So, still good, though.
It's worth it. Trailblazer's Boots, way to make sure he's unblockable. Same thing for the Swifty Bootsies. He gets haste, not bad. Ceramic Resonator, we already agreed that this was good because we can copy his triggered ability. Rachno Signet to help pay for it. The Greaves are always good. Now we go to Howling Mine. The beginning of each player's draw step, if Howling Mine is untapped, that player draws a card.
So I think Howling Mine is good for like a couple reasons. The very most important is that it makes it so that people aren't just gonna literally have no cards in their hand every turn. But the other thing is that if this is symmetrical and everybody else is discarding every turn, then this is just straight card advantage rather than being symmetrical in that sense.
Okay. Arcane Signet. I think a good way to cast him. Same thing for Soul Ring. Then we have Ample Garden, which is an additional draw.
Yeah, same thing as Howling Mine, kinda, but it also triggers discard.
Yeah. So, we'll keep it for now. So we have a current list of 15 artifacts. We've dropped it down by $30, which honestly feels pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. Now we're up to instants. We have only 4.
There are also only 4 ramp sources in this whole deck, which is concerning.
Well, we still have to look at our curve after we finish cuts, to be fair. Vampire Tutor, I just added in for the lulz. It puts to the top of library. I honestly think it would be worth the mana if we just added in, like, a Demonic Tutor.
Yeah.
Because it goes to our hand, whereas Vampire Tutor goes to the top of library. And I've played in games where people are like, alrighty, I just need to tutor for this for a card to win, and then they draw into their tutor and they're like, oh, it goes to top of library, I can't win.
And then someone time twisters.
Yeah. Now it is good for it being an instant, which let's see. Medley Fan, I always wanted to read it as Metal Fan. Medley Fan says it's strong for the instant effect, which is true. But we can keep it in. A Braid, I just don't like a Braid. We can keep it, but I've never been a Braid fan. Rakdos Charm I like because it exiles our cards from target player's graveyard, which can help us with 2 of our win cons in artifacts. And honestly, Token Dex feels pretty good. Destroy target artifact, a good one. And then we have Deflecting Swat, choosing new targets for target spell or ability.
Love that card.
I've never liked this card, but I
really?
Yeah.
I just think it's exactly like Fierce Guardianship, but way more fun.
So, Sick Jose, I hope I'm saying that right, friend. So take out a Braid for Tormod's Crypt. Which can exile graveyards.
Take out a Braid for, like, Mind Stone.
For another mana rock?
Yeah, there's only 4. You're trying to cast, like, 7 drops.
Fair. Actually fair. So yeah, this is how you would search for the card. You would type it in here and click it, and it would pop in here. Okay. So now we'll go back up over to here. This is where we go to sorceries. A little bit heftier. We'll start at the bottom, work our way up. Blasphemous Act, which, by the way, you should never be casting that for 9. Almost always you should cast it for 1. Also, High Dock Venture, hello.
Okay.
So,
I love Goblin Game.
It needs to go.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I also love Goblin Game, but I agree it does need to go.
This is bad. It's really bad.
I think we do agree on keeping the 2 board wipes. Choice of Damnations is a card that I want.
Wait, let's see if anyone in chat knows. Is there a board wipe that says destroy all creatures you don't own? I don't think there is, but there might be. And hey, in chat, if there was a board wipe that said destroy all something you don't own, that would be really good. Yeah,
I just realized
I don't think so either.
I realized how good Choice of Damnations is because it says target opponent chooses a number. So I'm like, Megan, choose. You're like, 14. And I'm like, and then it says you may have that player lose. So it's a may. So I could either make you lose 14 life or I can make you lose 14 permanents. You don't get to choose. I get to choose. That's not bad.
Wait a minute. Wait. So why don't you just name? Hold on. Target, choose a number. Lose that much life. If you don't, I don't get it.
You may have that player lose that much life. If I don't have them lose that much life.
Why would you ever not just say 1? all but that many. Got it. Okay. Okay, I understand.
Oh, but that many. So if you have to choose like, so if I'm like 37.
Yeah, I was like, so I choose 1 and you spent 6 mana to, got it. Yeah, no, that's really good. That's nasty.
Okay.
That's wait, hold on. How much mana is that?
6.
Okay. So realistically, you cast this against me in a game.
Yes.
I'm gonna just say the exact number of lands and non-token creatures I have, which let's say it's 12.
Okay.
Was that worth 6 mana?
So I could either have you lose 12 life or you lose nothing. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or, like, I'd sacrifice all but the tokens. I think if you're looking for cuts, I do love this card as a flavor thing, but I don't...
cut, yeah.
Yeah.
After we workshopped that in our brains, it worked. Chat is recommending in Garrick's Wake, which I like that card.
I do love non-symmetrical board wipes.
Destroy all creatures you don't control, all places you control, the places you don't control. They control it. That would destroy our stuff, though. That we give them.
Yeah, I wish there was one that said own.
Yeah. Wheel of Misfortune.
It's a good flavor wheel, you know? And it doesn't cost $200.
I am going to be so incredibly honest right now with everybody in chat. I don't understand how this card works because the chunk of text confuses me.
Okay, all right.
So much.
So let's go through
understand it.
So let's say we're in a 2-player game. We each are going to try to come up with a number that we think is higher than the other. We want to bid not the least. So, like, you, me, ALK. We're like, I look at ALK. He's at 12 life. So I'm like, 13. So I know for sure he can't outbid me. That means I definitely get it. Let me see. Let me see. Wheel of Miss.
Oh, Doc, I've always had this. I've had this for like over a year. They're 2 peonies. My favorite flowers. It's just boop. My tattoo. Yeah, Actress of Mist, I agree. It's really complicated and gives me a bit of a headache, if I'm being honest, reading that card.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, God, it is a bit of a headache. You
yes!
know what? Yeet it.
Yeah, I don't want to...
but it does cause discard, though.
It's too late. It's been yoded.
Yeah.
Okay. Harmless Offering. It's a good just way to swap stuff. Yeah.
Do you need to spend 2 mana in a card, or 3 mana in a card to do that in this deck?
Well, what if we don't have Blim?
Well, then why are you giving stuff away?
Because we can still hurt people with stuff we give away. Like, we can give them the creatures that make them not cast creatures. We can give them the creature that wipes their board.
Yeah, that is true. Especially if you get, like, the lose the game one on thing and somebody, like, just, like, paths Blim. Yeah, I guess you're right. That is good.
Torment of Hellfire. This is just good in any deck that runs black. However, I'm like, does it... Well, it discards a card. It does discard a card. The second non-land permanent...
I usually favor Exsanguinate over it just because it's nicer.
I love this card.
But yeah, it's a solid win con. No reason not to.
Okay. Feed the Swarm. I like this just because it's a good way to get removal.
Yeah, just good removal.
Yeah, enchantment removal in black is like crazy and only 2 mana.
It can't remove your own bad enchantments though.
Yeah.
That is important.
Vandal Blast. I like Vandal Blast. It's good. And then Gamble's a good tutor that I think we could use, to be honest.
It's on flavor.
Yeah. Burning Inquiry. Each player draws 3 cards. Just draws 3 cards at random, yeah. Torment will get rid of stuff you've given them, though, as a primary. That's true, but Torment
but when you cast it for, like, 30...
It's a game ender.
Whatever.
It's a game ender.
Yeah.
Okay. Scrolling up is where we hit creatures. We have 12 cards left to cut, which is not bad. So let's go through this. Starting out with Liege of the Pit. He has an 8 CMC 7/7 at the beginning of your upkeep. Sacrifice a creature other than it. If you cannot, the pit dealer deals 7 damage to you.
It can be morphed, right?
Yes, morph for 4 black.
I don't think you want to spend 8 mana on a card you're going to give away.
It's a lot.
Or even 7. Like...
Oh, to people in chat who are trying to summon up what Blim does, he is not available in the bots yet. The bots cannot read Commander Legend cards yet, which is unfortunate, I believe. Or maybe it can, and I'm just making up a lie. Hold on.
Here, I'll just copy a link. There we go. That's the image.
There we go. You just have to type in comedic. So, yeah.
So yeah, I'd say Liege of the Pit doesn't. It's also too good. Like you're giving people a 7/7 flying. Does it also have trample?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to give that away.
Yeah, let's give him. It's just a CMC so much.
Yeah, this card is too good.
Okay, Infernal Denizen, 8 mana. I don't want to read it. It's so much.
What the hell does this do?
During your upkeep, sack 2 swamps. If you can't tap him and target opponent may gain control of target creature of his or her choice you control. That opponent loses control of that creature if Infernal Denizen leaves play. Tap, gain control of target creature, lose control of that creature if Infernal Denizen is in play.
This is too much.
It's too much to read. I don't want it.
If you can't, and an opponent may gain control of... Yeah, this is too much. It is a nice, like, 70-cent card, though. I'm getting. I want one.
Mishra's War Machine.
Mishra's Meme Machine is the hill I will die on.
Choose and discard 1 card from your hand, or deal 2 damage to you. Okay, this is your hard keep here.
This is my veto. I know it's bad.
We each get one. Yours is Mishra's War Machine.
Mishra's Meme Machine.
Okay, we're keeping it. Lord of the Pit. It's another 7-mana creature. Flying trample. At the beginning of your upkeep, sack a creature other than it. If you cannot, it deals 7 damage to you. Honestly, it feels the same as what we just cut from Lord of the Pit. And it is flying and trample as well. So, what do we do? Torture everyone with the banding rule 2.
Yeah. I think it's the same issue where, like...
It's too good to give somebody because they can hurt us.
Yeah, if it had haste, like, if one of these demons has haste, you can beat somebody with it and then give it away and they're stuck with it downside. But, like...
Yeah, we could run Fervor, but, like, at that point, that's just an additional card, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Chess saying Goad, but I think we're in too deep already.
I feel like we're too deep for Goad. We might not be if we cut enough cards. We have 10 left to cut.
Goblin Diplomats would be good, I think. Is that what it does?
I really want to cut Alpine Guide. I know that's a little bit farther up than we are, but like...
Oh, not Goblin Diplomats. That's not what I'm thinking of. Yeah, I'd say cut Lord of the whatever. He's kind of...
I'm sorry, Lord. Okay, abort Overlord. This sucks because we want to give people stuff that hurts, but we're also giving them good stuff to hit us with, you know?
Yeah, this is like... or wait, let's see. Sacrifice a creature. I'd say put that in the considering, because you still want to have like one or... This is definitely the best one in terms of like what they get for giving it away, and you get so much value from its ETB alone. I
feel like Siege Gang Commander is only good because it gives us tokens and not to give away.
Yeah, it's, you know, it's just solid blockers. I put that thing in every red deck I make.
Kukus. I like this card.
I love it. It's
During
funny.
Your upkeep, if you do not control at least one keeper of Kukus, this guy deals 3 damage to you and attacks each turn available. I just think this is hysterical. I'm so sorry. I like this card.
Keeper of Kukus.
Yeah, let's see what that looks like.
Is a goblin that has 1 red for protection for red until end of turn. Oh god.
I need to see what he looks like. Oh my god, there he is!
Yeah.
Wanted. Thick-skinned goblin for guarding mean old Kukus. Must like fires, must heal quickly. What the...
That's some good-ass flavor text.
That is some really good flavor text. And look, there he is in the background. Do you see him?
Yeah. That's very cute. I love it. I feel like you should add Kukus to the deck now. Or a Keeper of Kukus, I mean.
No! Like, there's the possibility that we have to... Because look, his ability is not a May ability. So eventually if we run out of shit to give people, we're going to have to give him Kukus. And I'll be damned if they get Keeper of Kukus.
Alright, that's fair.
Hey, Fox! Hey, Big Los. We're playing Bizarre Trader. I think we are. I'm pretty sure we are. Yeah, we are. Okay. Kazul?
He's really, really good.
Okay. Gut Wrencher...
Especially if you're gonna be pissing people off and they want to swing into you.
Gut Wrencher Oni. This is funny, I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay, so I think this is good, because this is, like, definitely... You're still giving them a beater, but this isn't as bad as it could possibly get.
Yeah, you could still do stuff.
It ties into the discard theme.
Hey, please don't call me Adele. I don't like that. My name's Chase. I'm so sorry, but please don't call me Adele. Thank you. Please. Just call me my name. Okay, Yukora the Prisoner.
Yukora. 99, yeah, that's true. We liked it so much we added 99 of them.
Yeah, we did. I didn't mean to do that. That was just me being stupid.
That thing looks hideous.
He does look hideous, and I like it.
Leaves play. I
like this.
It's definitely interesting.
Also, Fox, we don't have Lich's Mastery yet, but, we might pop it in.
It is true. Chad is pointing out it's bad against Ogre decks. If you run into Obeka, you're screwed.
Oh, yes, because Ogre Tribal is so good.
I think the odds that you just give it away and they never once use it other than to chump block and eat Blim is really high.
But
like, you'd have to give it away and kill it.
He doesn't fly, yeah.
Oh, it doesn't have flying?
No.
That does,
It's just a dude. Look at him. He's just a dude. He's a demon spirit. Yeah, hold on. Listen. Oh my god! Listen to the flavor text. It took 99 monks to weave the spell that trapped Yukora. Upon the death of the 99, the spell was broken and the demon returned to the mortal world seeking vengeance for his imprisonment. We had 99 Gut-Wrencher Onis.
You know what? That's a sign. We're keeping it.
Okay, Sangrimancer.
Sangrimancer. What the hell does that thing do again? Whenever a creature to the graveyard discards a card.
Pop it out.
Yeah, I'd say the considering pile, but like low considering.
Okay. Kezardrix.
Listen, it's related to Vizardrix, so it's already good.
If your opponents control no creatures, it deals 4 damage to you. I like this, but that's a little bit too situational, you know?
Yeah. Also, this could be good. This is a first striker for 4. It's a 4/4 first striker.
Don't think it's good. It's good for us as a attacker, but like, I don't know.
It's more like I don't think this is bad enough.
Cut it.
It's neither good nor bad enough. Yeah, I'd say cut it.
Grid Monitor and Steel Golem I think are ones we need to keep because can't play creature spells. That stalls out our opponents. That's just good. Gold Knight Castigator. I really like this card.
It has haste too, so you can beat somebody for 4, then give it away.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Crypt Gas to help make our ramp, and I use that in quotation marks. Our ramp. It's our ramp.
Is this deck... I mean, I guess there's Torment of Hellfire. You know what? This Cryptghast always will eat removal that something more important would have had otherwise, so it's never bad.
Yeah. A Crow and Horse.
It's hilarious. It clogs up the board and makes attacks on the ground harder. Like, for everybody.
I'm not mad. It can't attack us. Let's think about that.
Yeah, I think that's good. Especially, like, you only need to cut 6 more cards before you're, like, in the green. So, I'd say that stays.
Abyssal Persecutor. It's 4 mana. Your opponents can't win the game, and your opponents can't lose the game. Here's my defense for this card.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you're playing somebody who, because lately we've been seeing a lot of alternate win cons.
Mm-hmm.
At least I have been. Give that to somebody else and tutor our deck for our board wipe, so we can wipe the board and get rid of their win con. We can Vandal Blast their win con, or we can Blasphemous Act their win con, or...
Yeah, this is like, you're still giving them a 6/6 with Flying and Trample, but this is also like, this isn't like an ongoing bad thing, so you can play this as a 4-drop and hit people with it until it's time.
Yeah, I just like this as, I think of this as a good way to stall, because let's say someone's playing Approach of the Second Sun, or they try to mill themselves out into victory with Labman, or... I don't know. I think this is I think this is not something we're going to play consistently to give to somebody else, but I think it's going to help us.
Yeah, it's a good thing that you can just be like...
And it's a good target for removal, too.
Mm-hmm.
Because, of course, people are going to want to win the game, and this gives us time to stall to find our stuff that can help us win.
Yeah, I think this is really good.
Xantcha! I think she's just good in general.
Yeah, Xantcha's just really good.
Steel Gold,
she
we
could
already
be the
talked
alt
about.
commander of this deck.
No, she really could be. Relic Robber. He does combat damage to a player. That player creates a 0/1 colorless Goblin Construct artifact creature token with... It can't block. Important.
So...
this deals 1 damage to you.
It is important to note that the tokens being created under those players' control means that they own the tokens. This doesn't help Blim.
I know the tokens don't help Blim. I just like that the tokens deal damage regardless.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Let's see. Can't block... I wish they also couldn't attack you, though.
Yeah, but... And yeah, 6/6 flying triple 4 mana is no joke, but... At the same time, it's still pretty decent.
Well, the good thing about whatever it is, that guy is like, you hang on to him until you need to give him away. And then... And until then, you have a 6/6 flying trample.
Yeah.
Relic Robber is definitely interesting.
Yeah. We can keep looking and come back to it.
Yeah.
Someone said
it'll probably be fine.
Relic Robber's cuttable says not the Wallet Inspector.
Yeah, I'm like, I would say considering.
Yeah, considering. Plague Reaver. At the beginning of your end step, sack each other creature you control. Discard 2 cards, sacrifice him, choose target opponent. Return Plague Reaver to the battlefield under that player's control at the beginning of their next upkeep. So I like this because, yeah, we have to discard 2 cards and sack him. But I think it's worth it because it's going to hurt them so much.
Yeah, this is a multi-sided board wipe as long as they don't have the ability to get rid of it.
Yeah. If we can't Blim him, we still have a way to give him to somebody else, is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's good. Master of Feast, of the Feast. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent draws a card. We just give them to somebody else.
It can block Blim, and that is a problem.
I think it's good for us to keep... No. Justification time. We said we wanted to keep people's hands full to discard.
Mm-hmm.
So keep him for ourselves. Have a 3-mana 5/5 flyer.
That's a good point, actually.
Yeah, and we fill people's hands up just so that they can discard.
Yeah, because people need to actually have cards in their hand for the discard triggers to do anything.
Yeah, not the Wallet Inspector says I'm mad on this because it'll block Blim so well, and that's true, so maybe we should just keep him for ourselves.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Demonic Taskmaster. At the beginning of your upkeep, sacrifice a creature other than Demonic Taskmaster. I like this card to give away, but at the same time,
blocks Blim really well.
Mm-hmm. And if we cast him on turn 3, well, he will suck if we have Blim out, because then we have to sack Blim.
You wouldn't have Blim out on turn 3, but
yeah. Well, unless we have our mana rocks out, to be honest.
I'd say considering.
I say considering too. There's something about a little. What in the world makes me think that this art is cute? I'll tell you why this art is cute. Is because I think he's a tiny demon because he's 3 mana.
He does look really small compared to the other figures around him.
Yeah, he's like, oh, he's a little baby.
He's like he's not like short, but this is like a 6 foot tall. Like this is just a regular guy.
Yeah, he's a dude. Do Justice Demon. I don't like Alpine Guide. I don't know why.
Search a library for a mountain card. Okay, so this tutors out your Badlands or your Blood Crypt.
But would he... Oh, well, he won't leave the battlefield.
And then I think this is good.
Okay.
And it's also like it does have to attack every turn. It won't stick around. And if you want to be nice, you can give it to someone who doesn't have a mountain. That's
true. Okay. Bigelow67 says the old Magic player in me wants to see Chain of Metastopheles.
Oh, I was considering that, but I was like, let's not quadruple the price with one card.
Jesus, I just read that.
It's a nightmare. You need a spreadsheet for it. And it doesn't really do anything useful.
Ah, yes. $600. Now, if we had a card that says destroy all cards from Legends, we'd be golden. Okay. Tiny Bones.
That's a keep.
It's a good card draw engine, and guess what? If people don't have cards in their hand, which might happen, 10
that's a wing con, yeah.
Yeah, I like it. Bazaar Trader. I think this is a good way to just lend stuff. I'm not mad at it.
Mm-hmm.
No need for a Herda. How about these maps to recently discovered tombs? Or these vials of invisible potion. Very fancy.
Vials of invisible potion.
Sleeper Agent. I like this just because it's a really easy thing to get out turn one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, turn one, you've got this on somebody else's board. And you can be like...
Yeah.
It doesn't deal a ton, and you can sell it like it's a gift.
Yeah.
At first.
You're like, hey, yeah, it's 2 damage to you, but that's 3 damage to someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Goblin Cadets. The only justification I can see this card being good is that if we give it to... It's like essentially a ping of damage to each person, because eventually someone is going to take it. You know?
It's got one tough... Oh, no, because it gets removed from combat when it changes.
Yeah.
Sure, why not? It'll be a permanent that just freely ends up in somebody else's control.
And I like that because if it ends up in someone else's control, that's damage for Blim, so I like it.
Mm-hmm.
Someone said Humble Defector, and I think I know what that card is, but...
Humble Defector is really good, actually.
Oh, I just got this. I actually got I got this version, the full art version from Commander Legends. Draw 2 cards. Target opponent gains control of them. Activate this only during your turn.
Yeah, you absolutely want this.
Yeah, let's actually add that in. Normally, I'm like, no more adding cards, please. But like, that's
we're at like 104. So.
Yeah. See, this is what I don't like about Moxfield. If you click Enter, it'll take you to a different page. And I don't know if it added it.
Let's have an Add to Main Board button though.
Let me see. Did I add it? No. See, this is why I don't like it. You have to like let it generate here, boop, and click it and it'll pop in. Okay, so now we have 5 cards left to cut, but we do have 2 Planeswalkers to look at.
I mean, obviously one of these is way less good in this deck than the other. You know, Liliana's nice and all, but she does start ramping at like 4.
Is it weird that I'm kind of agreeing with you?
It's like she's way better in mono black, which this isn't. And there's only one card in this whole deck that really wants you to have oodles of mana, and that's Torment of Hellfire.
Dude, I think I might agree with you. Also, I agree with Dawson. I think we should add Dockside Extortionist.
Yeah, Dockside is he comes in and then you give him away.
Oh my god, that card went up to 33. Wasn't it originally like I got it when it was 25, so stonks. Okay, we have 5 cards left to cut. Honestly, not a bad number as I thought it would be. So, let's look at our curve now. Because now I'm like, we should cut lands. Okay.
These lands looking real tasty.
Let's look at how cool this is. There's a playtest button. Okay. So, we have, our deck is now 53% black and 47% red, which is honestly not that bad of a split. I'm happy with that. our now average CMC of our main board is 1.93, which is very low, actually. Did not expect that.
3 with lands, though.
Yeah.
Or without lands, I
yeah.
mean.
So, let's look at... I want a full view of our curve here. I feel like there's a way to... More... Hold on, view options.
Oh, scroll down. It was at the, it was near the bottom.
This is... Converted
it was right on this line. There we go.
Oh, look, this is a sample hand. Okay, we'll add more black. Deal another hand. You know what? That's better. That is better. Also, give me 10 seconds. I think my music just stopped playing. It did, but I just ended, so we're good. Okay, Crick Yakma said that's a perfect curve. Honestly, where the fuck is our curve? Is this our curve? It doesn't.
It's the purple lines.
Well, all of them are purple.
It's in the same line as it was Dust Corona. Yeah, there you go.
Where?
That's the curve. Your mouse is currently over it.
Jeez, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty...
This doesn't look right, though, but it is, because we cut a lot of our shit.
So 3, having that drop on 3 is actually really good if you're going to ramp on turn 2. And then cast... How much is Blim?
4.
Is he 4? Yeah, so yeah, that's actually exactly what you want.
Yeah. Okay, so let's cut 5 more cards. Permanent spells.
How many lands are there?
38.
38. Are there any MDFCs in the deck?
What, modal face cards? No. Honest to God, I don't like Raven Carrots as a card.
All right.
I don't think we need sync lands. I like Sulphurous Springs.
With that curve, I would say you could go down to like 36.
I was just thinking the same thing. Maybe cutting like 1 swamp?
Rogue's Passage.
Rogue's Passage to make Blim unblockable.
Yeah, but it's not what you want to do with that much mana.
Rogue's Passage is like one of my ride or die cards for when I have a commander that focuses on combat damage or combat damage triggers.
Fair.
Like I don't have Rogue's Passage in many of my decks, but when they involve like 100% you gotta combat, like I have Rogue's Passage in Phage because like she needs to make contact, and so does Blim. Otherwise, we don't get the trigger. So, I think that is another way. If we don't get our boots, if we don't get our, I just think it's good. Someone says Shizo is a good land here. I agree. Shizo's Death Storehouse is pretty good. What if we cut Frostfire Skylord? Thank you for the follow, friend.
Oh, you know what you could do?
What?
Cut a swamp and add Malakir Rebirth.
Why do we have Prismatic Vista?
Yeah, what? That's not.
Yeah. Choose target creature, you lose 2 life until I did turn this creature gains. This creature dies.
Yeah, it's like protection from removal, but it's also a land.
Okay, we can add this to the deck. Oh, wrong list. Crap. Malakir. Rebirth. I hope I added it. Then, before I forget, Bajuka Bog. I did say we needed that. Let's cut 2 swamps then, because now we're at 38 lands again.
Yeah.
And I think cutting... Remove 1... Remove 1. Let's remove... I don't think we need a Prismatic Vista. And
yeah, it's not that good in 2 colors.
Let's take out the Prismatic Vista and actually add in... I think they were corrected about the Shizo Death Storehouse. It is another way to tap for mana. Hold on, here it is. But it also... We can tap 1 and we can make Blim have Fear. Which, if we do have flying blockers or blockers with reach, it's good to have Fear.
Oh yeah, that's also a strictly better swamp, so yeah.
Let's do it.
Well, no land type, but whatever.
Yeah. So we do have Shizo in here, because Shizo is good. So now we are at 36 lands. What? No, I'm gonna get rid of Bad River.
Oh yeah, why?
I don't know. I think we
That
thought
in
it was
there.
something else. The art, I think, is sick, but I don't need this. Okay, so now we're at 35 lands. Let's see.
With Malakir Rebirth,
It's 36. Look, 36 including MDFC. Look how cool Boxfield is for this. Okay.
Oh, that's very nice.
You're right. Isn't that neat? I like this. So now we just have to cut 3 more cards.
Maybe either.
So note, we have 22 creatures. I don't think we should touch them anymore. We have 8 sorceries. It's a little light. We can't touch instants. It's very low. I think we have to touch artifacts or enchantments because those are our highest cards, and I think that we can get around certain things.
All right, here let's count the ramp sources in the deck now, because it might actually just be that simple.
Let me see if I can do a visual thing. No, I wish I could sort by ramp.
Well, okay, so in artifact, okay, so there's Cryptghast and Dockside, and there's 3 ramp creatures. There's the Alpine whatever. There's Cryptghast, Dockside. Is there another one?
No. Trinka Squad. Thank you for the follow, friend. What else? Those are 3 creatures.
So 3 creatures. Then there. What were the mana rocks?
For our mana rocks, we have Soul Ring, Arcane Signet, Mind Stone, and Rakdos Signet. I think we can cut the Mind Stone or the Rakdos Signet. I like Mind Stone because it gives us the opportunity to draw a card, but the Rakdos Signet is guaranteed colored mana we need.
I think the Signet is better.
Okay, so cut the stone.
Yeah.
Because that gives us 1, 2, 3 mana rocks. So it's actually not horrible. And remember, our curve is again pretty low considering now, like 1.98 is really good for being the average CMC. Okay. Yeah, this is looking very low now that I look at it. Look, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4.
Shoot, there's something missing. Chaos Warp. One of the only ways to get rid of enchantments.
Yeah, Chaos
Just take out, like, one of the creature removals.
Which creature removal?
Terminate?
I don't have a Terminate in here.
You don't have a Terminate in there?
No! You can see what I can see.
I can only see, like, I can't scroll it. I've tried so many. I've tried, like.
You're like, oh, let me see.
It's like, let me just scroll this, and it's like, no, that's just your all your links. All right, so you've got feed the. That's real hard.
How about Vampiric Tutor? No.
You could just say cut the tutors and then
I was thinking the same thing.
You just cut all the tutors. Wishclaw Talisman, Vampiric, and Gamble,
No,
and then you can say
like,
it's a no tutor deck.
I like Wishclaw Tutor. Shit. Wishclaw Talisman because it's something that we can give somebody.
Yeah.
That's a ping of damage. We'll cut the Vampiric and we'll cut the Gamble. Crick Yogma says the deck may play like butter. I hope so. Okay. 1 card left to cut now. It cannot be a land. I really think it has to be at this moment an enchantment. Bereavement.
What does Bereavement do again?
Whenever green creatures put into a graveyard from play.
Yeah, might as well.
If it wasn't so specific, I'd be down for it. Okay. So we're at exactly 100 cards, so let's navigate through this and see how we feel about it. Also, to the people in chat, we'll see how we feel about it too. So, Blim Comedic Genius says, flying 4/3, 4 mana, legendary creature imp. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player, that player gains control of target permanent you control. Then each player loses life and discards all cards equal to the number of permanents they control but don't own. Okay. Goblin Cadets just goes anywhere. Sleeper Agent, it's just to 1 person. Bizarre Traders, if we don't have Blim out, we can kind of trade this icky stuff that hurts. Dockside Extortionist is really good because it gets us mana. And once we're done with the treasures, we can give them to somebody. And the really beautiful thing is that he does not re-enter the battlefield. So they just get a 1/2 blocker that'll ping them because of Blim. Humble Defector is really good for card draw, which we need. Tiny Bones is really good for that too. And Life Lost. Alpine Guide. We have 22 creatures. I feel good about these.
Yeah, all these creatures do something in this deck.
Kukis is so stupid. I love it. I want to talk about it.
I adore it.
In my articles, I usually have VIPs or like MVPs. I think I'm just gonna write, because every now and then I'll do my favorite card in this deck. I think Kukis might be my favorite. I just think he's so funny. Burning
Kukis
Inquiry,
and maybe add an aside for Mishra's Meme Machine.
I feel good about all of these cards in sorceries.
Yeah.
Same thing for instance. I feel pretty good.
Okay. So Burning Inquiry. Is there any card currently in considering that you like more, like significantly more than Burning Inquiry?
I like all the cards more than it.
So Burning Inquiry is not bringing you joy?
No. It's
All
a
right,
good card, but it's like...
Let's look at the considering cards then. Okay. See what we like best.
Hold on, I have to scroll all the way down to do that. Not gonna lie, Mox Field is so good for deck building.
Yeah, I think I might have to start using this.
So really, like, I don't... Looking at... None of these spark me joy. None of these on the bottom. The bottom row... Got no joy. No joy. Top row... Honestly, I'm not feeling that much spark of joy on the top here. Someone said Ephemia, who is a really cool harpy girl. If you're on step, you may exile an enchantment card from your graveyard. If you do,
what is that gonna do here?
I don't think it'll do anything.
You want the enchantments to stay on your opponent's boards.
Well, this is from a graveyard anyway, so it's not gonna do much for us anyway. I love Ephemia, but honestly, looking at all these, none of these bring me joy. I prefer Burning Inquiry over to these.
Yeah.
Like,
well, looks like you have a deck.
Yeah, okay. So now this is where we ask chat. So chat, how do you feel about this deck? Is there anything you want us to change or tweak or add? We are now in the moment where...
Okay. I'm seeing... You know what sounds better than Burning Inquiry? Font of Mythos.
Yeah, let's see. I mean, if each player's draw set, the player draws... Yeah, I like that better, actually, than Burning Inquiry. I added it to the wrong thing again. I'm gonna have to make sure that this is the article, the list I submit for my article, because I will submit the wrong one. Yeah, I like that it's repeatable. Okay. Big loss, can you scroll to enchantments? Okay. Here are our enchantments. All of them. Take a peek.
I love how bad they are.
I like them.
The only one that I feel any like is Furnace of Wrath. Maybe.
Actually, yeah.
I feel it like this isn't this deck isn't aggro enough for that to be a payoff.
Let's do Painful Quandary in place of Furnace of Wrath.
Sounds good. What does that do again? Painful Quandary. Yeah, that's way better.
Yeah, let's do that. That feels like a really good fit. I just had a shiver that was... Have you ever had a shiver up your spine that was painful?
Sometimes.
It's like, ha! That hurt. Okay.
Also, this is a $332 deck.
That's not bad. Okay, someone in chat said Demonic Horde. I think this card is so hysterical. Tap and destroy a land. Oh, target land. At the beginning of your upkeep, unless you pay 3, tap him and sacrifice a land of an opponent's choice. Here's why I'm scared of this. This tap ability right here.
Yeah, can't you do that in response to that trigger, or...
No.
No.
Because the triggers at the upkeep. So you can just do this during their main phase.
No, okay. So I'm just imagining. So you give this to somebody else. Yeah. Is that the plan for this?
I think so.
Unless you pay.
Which, if we're giving this to like a mono red player, they can't play 3 black. So the creature is tapped. Oh, okay. I see now. Okay.
I don't know if this ability is using the stack or not. That's the important question.
Hold on, let's see. Sometimes there's rules down here. There's no rules down there.
Alright, let's look demonic hordes. Demonic hordes gatherer.
Sorrel in chat says you can still tap it in response, yeah. So it doesn't
so yeah, you're gonna give it to your mono red player, they're just gonna start nuking your lands.
Yeah, let's not do that. That's scary for us. If they get rid of our Rogue's Passage or our I don't like it, I don't trust it. Okay.
Oh, maybe swap a mountain out for a strip mine. Or like a ghost quarter, just something that could potentially deal with a Gaia's Cradle.
Jesus. Well, Gaia's Cradle's, I don't know, that's being very specific. I kind of like where we're at right now with our lands.
All right.
If they do tap, it's only one land if they don't run black. But yeah, on their untap upkeep, they untap
it's just
and
like
do it.
You give this to someone else, they're always gonna blow up your lands.
Yeah, it's always gonna be repeatable. Yeah, it's gonna happen. So I say no to that just because I like it, but because they'll untap it anyway on their untap step, so they're still gonna get 1 per turn pain. So I think we are good, you guys. So now comes to the part of the stream where we get to name the deck. So let me see if I can edit the name on here. Settings. There it is. So what are we gonna name this deck? A deck made with chat. It's December. Oh my god, it's December 1st.
December?
It is December. So chat, drop down your name suggestions below. Pretty please.
Yeah, usually when I'm here for this bit, I've got a bunch of ideas, but
you've been
you've
been making it the entire time with me, so.
I'm also right now in my art program drawing a Santa hat on Blim for your thumbnail.
Oh my god. Alright, patron, relationship manager. I actually already made a deck called What's Mine Is Yours for my article. So I don't think I can do that. Because I've actually done it before. Yeah, that's funny. I wish, but I don't want to do it twice. So think up some names, everybody. I am bad at coming up with names for decks sometimes. Blim's Tight 99 sounds a bit too sexual. So I don't know about that one. I like it, but I don't know about that one. I have an idea. You know, putting feelers out there. What do you think about calling this comedic timing? I kind of like comedic timing. I normally don't make up the deck names. I like comedic timing because he's the comedic genius. Okay, so we will save the settings here. A deck made with Blim, a deck made with Blim, a deck made with chat on 12.1, blah blah blah, and our deck is complete. Alrighty, guys, which means we are at the end of the stream and under time too. Usually we've been going over 3 hours.
Oh, you have a giveaway to do.
Ah! I'll do it tomorrow. I don't normally do giveaways during this deck building stream, but I'll do it tomorrow. I feel really bad about it. I didn't, to be fair, I did not announce that I was doing a giveaway on Twitter. So
you did. Oh, on Twitter. That's
yeah,
good.
I didn't do that. So, I give away a kiss to you. That's my giveaway. Oh, Cody in chat actually has another good idea for the name called Unwanted Gifts because it's Christmas time. That's not bad.
Yes, I am continuing to draw Blim, and he is very silly looking.
Zarl, I'll be playing Commander with some really cool peeps. I am working on finalizing the guest list just because I'm waiting to hear back from like one person, but we'll see. So I'll let you guys know tomorrow afternoon. Alrighty, so we are at the end of the stream. So thank you guys so very much for joining me. Before we go, Megan, why don't you do your plugs?
So I'm Megan. I alter pretty cards, and I have opinions about Magic the Gathering. I'm on Twitter. Let me see. Oh, right. link. A link. I knew I was gonna do this, and I still did not think to even open. There we go. That's a link. Follow me on Twitter. I make weird deck brews based on cards that aren't legal, and it's really fun. That's it.
Hey, alrighty, okay, and everybody, my name is Chase, also known as Manicurves. You can find me everywhere at Manicurves. I'm sponsored by the wonderful folks at TCG Player and Ultra Pro. The stream is also made possible by the folks at Brainstorm Brewery, who helped me get this wonderful, beautiful computer right here, so I can stream better quality content for you guys. Let's see, I have a Patreon, which I'm about to revamp, and I also have a Discord, which will be closed soon. I really haven't had time to edit it because of my brain, but you should come in and stop by. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and give a shout out to my patrons. So, shout out to, gotta scroll all the way up, Triad Gamers, Dana Roach, Mac McDonough, Adriel Beauchamp, MTG Lexicon, Renan6, Anton Clement, Jeff Cleveland, Jason S, Megan, that's you, Lazy Squid, Aiden Brock, Greg Robinson, ALK Alters, McLean Anderson, Void Star Bunny, Sully Panda, Seraph 6, Good Names Were Taken, Colin Bronchetti, Cyrus Manesh, Joshua Ickenberry, Sean Katzman, Mariana Munoz, Bertram Williams, Andrew Schmandrew Art, Austin Mathis, Carlton Parsons, NMTG Tonight, and Douglas Whitaker. Thank you guys so much for being patrons of mine. So, let's see. I'm trying to figure out who to raid because I have two people I can raid here. I could raid Tappy, or I could raid Olivia. Let's see. I think I'm going to raid Tappy, actually. So why don't you guys stick around and say hi to Tappy Toe Claws. Last time I tried to raid her, actually, her stream just ended. I was very sad about that. So let's try this again. So everyone stick around and show support to Tappy. Please stick around in chat and just go watch some cool Paper Commander fun nonsense. So I'm gonna wait for 3, 2, 1, and raiding now. And I'm making sure the raid has gone through. Sometimes it doesn't go through. And it went through! Okay, thank you everybody, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye!
Bye!